Hey gang, last time we talked, I told you I was working on that nasty Tecumseh Peerless transmission and also the fuel bulb rather, on this old Homelight XL. Well, got the fuel bulb on, and let's see here. Give her some choke, kick her on. So, project 1, done. Done deal. Project 2, we're still doing the continuation on this Peerless Tecumseh transmission. And you see Trader in the background. Hi, Trader. What I've got, I scraped out most of that grease out of there, or that's a loose fitting term, but scrape the junk out. And I'm going to clean just the areas of contact real good so that I've got good penetration, because there's some areas where it's caked on and really rough. But in this disposable Ziploc container is that bentonite, and mixed in a little bit of magic juice with it. And in order to mix it, I'm going to use a drill bit, or excuse me, a drill with just an Allen wrench on the end of it. And we'll pop the lid off and see how it does. I mixed it for about, I don't know, maybe a minute prior to turning the video on, so I'll do it for another few seconds here. We'll pop the lid off and see what kind of consistency we've got. That's the boring part. I put, I don't know, I'd say probably 3 or 4 ounces of diesel in there to cut that bentonite, and mixed it by hand for a little bit and thought, this is nuts. So instead of going in the house and getting the blender, which I can do because I'm a bachelor, I opted just for the redneck blender. So now we'll take a look. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. Can you guys see that it has liquefied? Go ahead and get this down here a little bit. And you can see the consistency. It's like good quality peanut butter right out of the jar just after you have... I'm actually real pleased with that. See, it's not moving really quick. Yeah, I think that's going to work out real good. So, I've got this still sitting here. And then over there, I showed you guys I had the antifreeze jug full of solvent. I'll let that sit overnight. A cut on my thumb, I just closed it up with super glue. That's some fantastic stuff if you want to close a cut up real quick. So no issues there. So we're going to head over there and take a look and see how good just letting that soak did. Then I'll finish cleaning that up and we'll get everything thrown back together. And it's pretty easy. It's not too difficult to get stuff apart out of these things. You got the 3 main components. You've got your gear selector gears. The chain is for your reverse drive, and you've got your reverse drive gear. And then you have your bull gears that go into your drive shaft. So just 3 main components. And like I say, it's pretty easy to throw back together. Well, and of course your pinion shaft that comes up through that your pulley goes on. But we'll shut the camera off. I'll quit babbling and get over there, take a look and see what those parts look like over there in the washer. Sit tight. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm tired. That wore me out. It took me about 10 minutes just to get over here. Just kidding. Okay, so my container, I have my antifreeze cap on there. I'm just going to release that antifreeze cap. No fuss, no muss. Works real good. It looks like I cleaned it up pretty well. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of junk in the bottom of this, and I'm just going to leave that junk in there. I'm not going to let that run out into my cleaning solution. Okay, let's get this sucker out and take a look at it, see what we got. Oh, it cleaned things up real good. It did real well. Alright. Now I've got this together as a whole assembly, but this end, you'll pull all these parts off here all the way down to this gear, slip your chain on, put all this stuff back on, and then this part's golden, and then the axle just drops into place. Let's see what the pinion gear looks like. The pinion gear cleaned up pretty good too. Alright, I'm going to spend just a few minutes with the pressure washer going, get this stuff touched up just a little bit, get it cleaned off, and then we'll go back over to the table and throw her back together. I'll be back. Okay gang, pardon the heater, sorry about that. It's off, just cooling down. I've got the shaft off and all the gears off of the bull gears that drive the axle. So, how does all this mess go together? Well, let me show you real quick. Not too difficult. I'll turn this around so I can see. Alright, got the shaft. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 splines here. Those are for these gears and your main drive gear. Your main drive gear orients facing with the gears towards the large boss on your shafts. So just thread it on there. There's one. And just take each one of the gears, slide each of the gears down. Just like that. When you get it to that point, all you have on this end is just a washer and your bushing. So that goes on. That side's done. Quick and easy. The other side. How do you do that? Of course, I'm left-handed, so I'm kind of doing it backwards. Bruce Pender will get it. Everybody else, turn it around. Okay, first thing that goes on, and these are all spline, first thing that goes on is your reverse drive gear to the only spline part of this shaft. Slide it on, just like that. Then you have a small washer, a big washer, and 2 O-rings. Grab one of the O-rings and the small washer. The small washer slides on, and then your O-ring slides on. Slide that O-ring on there. After you get that on, then you have this gear that has 2 needle bearings in it. 2 needle bearings, one on either side. Alright, so what direction does it go in? Well, this side you can see that the gears have been shaved down a little bit. That goes to the outside of the shaft. Take that, slide it in, just like that. When you get it all put together, that O-ring compresses against this lip. Now if you want to, you can take that O-ring and pop that O-ring in the groove and then slide everything together. You do the same thing on this side. Slide her on, okay? Then what do you have? Well, then you have your big gear, and it matches up with this machine down part of this gear here. Doesn't matter which way, it'll go either way. They're the same on both sides. Get them lined up. There we go. Get it lined up. And then you take your last O-ring, pop your last O-ring on there. I'll show you that. Pop your last O-ring on, and it'll fit down inside that groove. This washer retains all of this. No clips, no clamps, no nothing. That's it. That's in place. Last thing you have is your end cap, the sealed end cap with needle bearings in it. There's a seal there, and it's plugged on the other side. Snap that on. That's it. That's all there is to putting that together. So, give me a minute. We'll get over to the rest of the body of the transmission. We'll throw everything else together and I'll show you how that's done.